Yes, sir.
Yes, my name is Brobe. We have these two drums, talking drums, means of communication. Several years ago, there were no telephones, no radio, so these were used to communicate messages of the king to the people. And Your Excellency, we have this, the palanquin, means of transport. There were no cars. The king had to be carried to another, from one place to another. So Asante devised this, convey the king from place to place. We have a special cloth used to decorate this one. The king sits in, the legs stretched, and 4 strong men will carry the king on their shoulders. Your Excellency, whenever the king is in a palanquin, we don't speak to him verbally. We use the drums to speak to him. He understands. He acts upon the messages. Your Excellency, apart from this one for the king, we also have this special one for the queen mother. The queen sits on the chair, and she is carried by 4 strong men, 2 in front, 2 at back. With the help of this, no, this one here, the king is carried here, the queen is carried on the shoulder, on the head. So that is because the family, the clan belongs to the queen mother.
Slowly.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Because they will say, Your Excellency, this is the palace of Asante Kings. It was built by the British colonial government in the year 1925 for Nana Prempeh I. Nana Prempeh I was the 13th king of Asante. He was arrested in the year 1886 to Elimina Castle, Cape Coast, then to Sierra Leone, finally to Seychelles. So in all, the king was away for 28 years. He was brought back in the year 1924, and this house was given him as a compensation. But Asante refused it, paid the full cost of the house before the king moved in. The fear was that the British could come back one day to claim ownership. So to avoid that, Asante contributed and paid the full cost of the house. 3 Asante kings lived in this house up to 1974 when a new palace was constructed. It's a story. The upstairs was used for their residence, downstairs administration. Your Excellency, we have the first colored painting of one of the Asante kings, the 14th king of Asante. This was painted by a Hungarian woman, 1950. She had come to visit the husband who was working in Kumasi, and her visit coincided with the celebration of Akosidai, that's the festival. So together with the husband, they paid a visit to the king because there was no color printing. And being an artist by herself, she painted the king and gifted this one to the king in the year 1950. So 74 years at Manhyia. Your Excellency, let's enter. This was the office of the late kings. We have the throne, we have the old telephones, we have the bronze head of the 14th king. I'll be telling you more about him at appropriate time. We have the flag of Ghana, and we have the flag of Asante. As a nation, we have our own flag. The colors are yellow, black, and green. The yellow represents their money, rich in gold. The black, the strength of the people. The green, the fertility of the land. So together we see the rich black man in the forest. So that is the meaning of our flag. Your Excellency, on the wall at your back, we have the ancient map of Asante. That was the map of Asante before Ghana was born. Ghana is only 67 years. Asante is almost 350 years. That was the strength of Asante Empire. But today, we talk of Asante Kingdom in Ghana, not beyond Ghana. And Asante Kingdom is not only in Ashanti region. Ghana has 16 regions. Ashanti is one of them. But the kingdom of Asante travels beyond Ashanti region. It travels to 4 other states. So together make up Asante Kingdom. So we say Asante King instead of Ashanti King. Okay, Your Excellency. Your Excellency, this place was the first living room our kings used to entertain visitors. Those who were not seen as a VIPs. That is the chair as old as this building, 1925. Your Excellency, the first television to Asante Nation, 1965. At that time, you book
very well.
At that time, you book an appointment before you watch television because only the king had it. It was not common. Your Excellency, let's go. Yes, because we're in here. Your Excellency, so far we have 16 Asante kings and 14 Asante queen mothers since the formation of Asante Kingdom in the year 1695. He was the 14th king. Otumfo Se Osei Ajiman Prempeh the second. He was king from 1931 to 1970. He was 39 years old when he was installed, and he ruled for another 39 years. So he passed on at age 78 in the year 1970. Your Excellency, that is the 12th Queen Mother of Asante, Nana Amasewa Nyakun. She was queen from 1945 to 1977. Your Excellency, Asante, whenever you see the Queen Mother and the king, they can never be husband and wife. They can't marry. They are from the same royal family, bloodline. So anytime you see them like this, either mother and son or a brother, a sister. So that's our tradition. Yeah. Yeah. In Asante, we practice matrilineal system of inheritance. What it means is that, yeah. So when the king goes to the village, yeah. So when the king goes to the village, in our tradition, when the king dies, you don't say the king is dead. We say the king is gone to the village. When he goes to the village, it is either the brother of the late king or the sister's son that qualifies as a king, not the children. Because the children of the king are not members. Yes.
The son of the sister.
You are right. Yeah. But when it comes to the queen's side, any of the daughters qualifies as a queen mother, any of the sons qualifies as a king, because Asante practice matrilineal system of inheritance. When the king goes to the village, dies, it is the queen mother that selects a new king, and the vice versa, the king selects a new queen mother from the royal family. Your Excellency, 3 Asante kings lived in this house. He was the longest to live in this house for 39 years. For 39 years he lived in this house. He gave 39 years. For 39 years he lived in this house. He fathered 21 children with only 8 wives. That's
28 wives.
21 children. Only 8 wives. Only 8 wives.
It's not too much for
Your Excellency, this room was used by the late kings to entertain dignitaries like yourself. When they came, they were served with wine, champagne, whiskey. Let me show you some crystals that were used. They were used to serve the dignitaries. And you'll be asked to pick your own glass. But the one you picked determined the drink the king offered. But you'll never be told. We have wine, champagne, whiskey. So as soon as you pick the big one, water was offered. But the small ones, the champagne, whiskey, telling you don't be greedy. So that is how the king served them. Good. Yeah. Your Excellency, this room was the dining room. The table and chairs since early 1950s. Your Excellency, we have this object on the table called a family bowl. Asante lived in the compound houses, where each compound house could accommodate between 2, 3, 4 families. During the evening's food, all the men in the same house would eat from a common bowl like this one. And this represented the men. 2 or 3 hairs are better than 1. So after eating, if they had any challenges, they were to help them to solve.